Hey YouTube, what's up? Scarecrow Kaiser here. I'm going to today be doing my updated Gaia deck profile posted at 13. Katachi's is one of my favorite clans in the game, so anytime I get new support, it's really fun. And this new support has been pretty good, so get started with it. My new starter, I'm playing Little Tyranno. This guy's sweet. Retire him, get 2 cards, replace him. I like getting +1s that give me more attacks. Pretty good. Then for triggers, 4 Gaia crit and 4 unflipping crit for 8 crits. 4 draws. You could go 12 crits in this deck, but this deck being a deck that sacrifices its own stuff and goes heavy, resource management is a balancing act in this deck. So draw triggers do help that, plus the draw is a good effect. And then last 4 of the new heal, you can use to unflip or soul charge. Usually use the unflip, but good effect. Better than discarding and drawing the heal. For the grade 1s, we got 3 Raven Terra. This card is sweet. I love this card. Super good. For Stride Fodder, I'm playing 4 Stride Fodder because not so much I feel like I need it to successfully stride, but I run it so that I can make sure I ride the proper Gaia grade 3. You really only want to ride Gaia Emperor. If you ride anything else, you're going to be in trouble, even if you're riding the other Gaia. So you want to make sure you ride the right Gaia. And then for Unflip Perfect Guard, you could run the Engorge one, but being that I don't play Baby Kamara anymore, and this deck is very counterblast heavy, and I want to be able to draw this more easily and get the unflips off, I'm playing 4. And speaking of unflips, 3 Cold Dragon, he gets you a soul charge and a counter charge, both with this deck uses a lot of, so gives your resources back. For grade 2s, 3 Gigant Flame. This card is just a tank all by itself. It's a 16 usually. 16 all by itself, that's pretty good. Can get bigger than that even. It can be 21 off in 2. Then I'm playing 4 Diablo Cannon. This card's pretty cool. It's 11 by itself. And then when it's engorged, you can retire it, revive it, and it gets +5, so it will revive as a 16. So when you're trying to go for a kill, you attack with it, sacrifice it, bring it back as a 16. Good card. And then the last grade 2, for the Gaia 10k, turn your right, reveal Gaia. It's a 10k. Makes the opponent hard to rush it. Buffs later on for every face-up card that has a Gourds. It gets big. It's a really good card. And then for our 3s, 4 Gaia Emperor, the card you always want to ride, a good card, followed by 1 bad Gaia, but we run one of them because he's a decent rear card and at least has Gaia in his name. So if we can't ride the proper Gaia, at least like he's the next best thing, even though he's not great. And then for the last 3, we're playing 3 heavy R-Zone. This card is sweet. When engorged, you retire it, and it has the same skill as like the starter. It's a really good card. You can put like a Gaia Emperor skill on it, use it to get back cards, revive it, or sacrifice it again, get cards, keep doing attacks, extend the turn. And that's it for the main deck. Into our G-Zone, we've got 2 Gaia Dynast. Usually he's our first stride. He's good to get the GB2 and blow up stuff and get more attacks off. Pretty simple. Good card. Followed by 4 of the new Gaia. Our anti-link Joker card and just a decent card in general. He usually just eats the opponent's board and your guys get revived because they got 8, and then he has +1 drive and a crit. He's good. Followed by the deck's main win con, Gluttony. It's an expensive card, but if you want to play this clan, you got to play this card. gets you most of your wins. So next, one drachma. Now, isn't required to play this card, but I think preferably if you have the option to, you probably should. If you get yourself into like rough situations where you can't make a good rear guard turn and stuff, this card, usually you're not going to use it if you're already winning. Usually a gluttony, if you can gluttony dogma safely and easily, like that's better. But if you know your opponent's hand and you know they don't have a 3, you can drop this, go for the win. Or if you have like no good other options, like you're in a top deck mode and you can bust this thing out, you might as well. Followed by one Sea Breeze, and for the G guards, playing one Bullish Primer, one Blackcade Genga, and then 2 of the 20k G guards. I'm running 2 of these just because they're easy to drop and big shield. Genga can be good, but he's also super situational sometimes. You don't often want to use him. He's best if you've got like 2 interceptors in the front, then he's like pretty good to use. And then Primer is just good, period. I can easily see an argument to play like 2 of that, but then I'd have to find more room for more G guards, so yeah. And that's it for the deck profile. Thank you guys for watching. I'll have my other deck profiles in the new set coming up later today. Thank you.